So, on the basis of the age-sex pyramid, what you can see that there basically are three kinds. The first one is rapid growth, the second one is slow growth, and the third one is negative or zero growth. Rapid growth is indicated by a pyramid with a large percentage of people in the younger ages, triangular shape, broad base, and concave sides. High birth rate and high death rate, particularly at infancy, characteristics of a developing country, for example, Pakistan, Yemen, and most countries in Africa. Slow growth is reflected by a pyramid with a smaller proportion of the population in the younger ages, narrow base, characteristics of most developed countries, for example, Canada and USA. And then you have zero or negative growth when population is in fact declining, roughly equal numbers of people in all ages. It's a barrel-shaped pyramid, low fertility, low mortality, or low birth rate, low death rate, for example, Sweden, Germany, Russia, and Japan. And here are the examples of three pyramids. Then the very broad-based Kenya, slow growth United States, and negative growth Germany. You can see that they are different, especially the major difference is here in the bases, when you can see that the population in Kenya below age 15 is substantially high. In US, it is about the same in each age group. And in Germany, there are fewer people as you look at you go down the ages. Then the same population can change. For example, here there are population pyramid which showed a very broad-based, then it changed to where about 35% of the population belong to age group 0 to 14 or under 15. Then it changed to 13% of the population below age 15, and then as it is declining, as the population starts declining, it could be lower, in this case 8.6%. And then you can look at the population growth also and compare the two sets of pyramids here. On the left side is the European Union population. You could see that this is the total number of people in Europe, and here in 1950, and here they are not going to change much. The population would almost remain the same. As you could see, the shape would change. Here, this is a broader base. Here, there is a narrower base, and these people are becoming older, and so it would look like this. So in population terms, this is known as also a stationary population, when the population is almost not increasing in the real sense, but the age structure is changing. On the other hand is North Africa and West Africa. These are basically the African continent, and here you can see that the population of African continent was much less in 1950, and it will grow substantially by 2050. So age-sex pyramid will take two different shapes. Completely, that one for Africa will change substantially, and for European Union, the change is not going to occur that much because the population is not going to grow much. And as I mentioned, this is the age-sex pyramid of UAE, Arab Emirates, which shows a substantial number of males who migrated in search of jobs. And you can see here that the male and female are not very different at younger ages. So that tells you the importance of age and sex in the study of demographic phenomena. Now let me come to the second one. The important demographic concepts is measurement of mortality. Now, mortality is a very important aspect for demographers to study, because as I told you before, that the society first, or many countries first encounter declines in mortality. Then how do you study that decline? That decline could be studied through the measurement of mortality, and you can even go to more technical part, which is through life tables. Mortality has two aspects. There is lifespan and there is longevity. They each need to be understood properly. The lifespan means that the oldest age to which human beings can survive. It is entirely a biological phenomenon. The oldest authenticated age to which a human has ever lived is 120 years. And this was a person in Japan. This is the maximum potential, but today most people live only half that age. That's very important. That the lifespan means that that's the maximum age one can attain. But that doesn't mean that everybody will. And that's why one needs to understand longevity. The longevity is the age to which people actually survive. That is their demonstrated ability. It is influenced by biological as well as social factors. Biological factors include genetic characteristics such as the strength of vital organs, exposure to particular diseases, and family history, like choice of long-lived parents. Social factors include proper food supply, living conditions, access to health care, and lifestyles such as consumption of certain food items, occupation, use of tobacco, exercise patterns, etc. Now, why, as I mentioned earlier, that the death rate has declined, and it declines substantially as society progresses. Mainly, there are three reasons why death rates or the mortality was high in the past: acute and chronic food shortage causing famine and malnutrition, epidemic diseases, plague, cholera, small pox, etc., and then poor public health conditions. Once man has been able to, or human being has been able to overcome these, mortality declines. Why? For example, the causes of rapid mortality decline includes industrialization, means that through industrialization there was more food production, increased agriculture productivity and food supply, which along with new equipments, the transportation of food. Improved transportation was another one. Social reforms, reduce working hours and improve working conditions, control of temperature and humidity, improvement in public sanitation, improved personal hygiene, and development of large-scale use of vaccine against major diseases. So because of these, there have been rapid decline in mortality.